Okay, so let's come back to this thing. So what I decided to do was just leave it a bowl. I think it would work. You could make it into a coffee mug, put just a little handle on there. You know, something teeny tiny like that. But I think I like the idea of just making a simple pinch bowl. But what I want to do is do something interesting on the outside. So I'm just going to lay it upside down like that. And make sure that this foot looks just how I want it to look. And when you hand build these things, like, you know, usually you'd use like a potter's wheel, right, to make something like this. And when you hand build these things, you're not going to get perfect symmetry or anything like you would on a potter's wheel. So there's going to be some organic kind of nature to it, which is just organic is kind of in ceramics a code word for non-symmetrical. So what I thought I would do on the outside here is maybe do some design on it. So you can use, you know, really any kind of tool. You know, you could use this tool out of your kit that I gave you. I have something that's very similar, but it's a smaller tool like that. And what I thought I would do is just make some marks just to make the surface more interesting. And you could play around with marks. Like take a chunk of clay and just start playing around with the marks before you actually start putting them in the surface of the clay. You know, I have this chunk of clay here, and you can do marks like a pencil mark. You can use the corner of it, the tip of it, and do like little triangle marks. Those are pretty cool. You know, there's lots of little things you can do. You know, maybe I'll do something like that all the way around. And they don't all have to be exactly the same. That's what'll make it kind of interesting. There's all kinds of things you can play around with. You know, if you have like something round you want to poke into it, you know, even like the wire tool that's in your kit. If you take just the end of that, it's a round circle. And you could do something like that. That'll be fun. So then I'm ready to let that dry. And then when I fire it and glaze it, the texture picks up the glaze. It'll be thicker in those indented areas. So the glaze does something interesting when you change the thickness of the glaze, you change the color a bit with some of the glazes. So you can have variation in color in the surface, and that'll make it interesting. So texture on the surface of things always makes the glaze a little more interesting. Okay, so work on those and have fun doing it. And that's it.